Hey everybody, how we doing? We still here? We're still hanging out? Yeah? Make some noise! Oh, amazing. My name is Michael Kelly, and I look like a cocaine dealer on Safari. A little bit about me. My favorite thing in the world is pro wrestling. Anyone else here white trash adjacent? I've loved it since I was a kid. When I was 8 years old, I got to meet my favorite wrestler in the world, and still is to this day, Macho Man Randy Savage. I love this. I got to meet Macho Man when I was 8. My dad took me to see him, and my dad hates pro wrestling. There's a conflict of interest there. So the whole ride to this white trash mall where it was going on, he just kept telling me how wrestling was fake and how all these guys were actors and none of it was real. But 8-year-old me did not want to believe him. So we waited for another 2 hours in line and I finally got to talk to him. And I could have asked Macho Man whatever I wanted. Instead, I chose to just call out my dad. So I went up to Macho Man and I said, Macho Man, my dad says that you're fake, that wrestling's fake, and none of this is real. To which he said, what? Then he ripped off his mirror sunglasses and looked me dead in the eye. He's like, let me tell you something. Santa Claus might not be real, and the Easter Bunny might not be real, and the Tooth Fairy might not be real. Macho Madness is real! Oh yeah! And that's how I learned that there was no Santa Claus. And there was no Easter Bunny. And we see where this is going. So here we are. Speaking of weird days, earlier this afternoon I found out that my ex-boyfriend... Oh, I'm gay if you can't see or hear. I forgot to tell you, it's required by law. I think I'm your third one of tonight. Does anyone have bingo? So I found out that my ex-boyfriend is using a picture from a wedding we went to together as his Grindr profile pic. That's about the right response for that. And at first it was really sad, but then I'm like, well, I'm glad he finally realized I was right when I told him to change. Ladies, no. Sorry, they asked me to put one of those in. Because the first outfit he wanted to wear when we got to the wedding, he was wearing a mint green blazer with a mint green pair of pants and then a tie-dye button down. And then he comes out of the bathroom really pleased as punch, and he's just like, how do I look? And I'm like Batman's gonna try to foil your evil maniacal plan. Please change, my parents are here. I don't know. It's been a couple of months, but my emotions are kind of like a season of RuPaul's Drag Race, you know? It takes about 9 months for them to be released after the events that occurred to create them. So I'm just working through this now. With you! I don't know. At first I thought things were going really great, and then he dumped me. And I wasn't sure, but now looking back, the signs were there, you know, the writing was on the wall. For instance, he wasn't super proud of me when I told him I had finished writing my first screenplay. But now I'm like, oh, maybe it's the way I told him, you know? I said, hey, in the time it took you to text me back, I wrote a screenplay. I can see where that went wrong. I don't know, the real reason was kids. He wants kids one day and I want to keep sleeping in, you know? And that's not like I don't like kids, it's just I react to children the same way I do when I find out someone owns a 4-foot iguana. It's that's really cool that you do that, but just please don't ask me to hold it. Yikes. I don't know, so I'm trying to put myself back out there, you know, but then the first date I was asked out on was to a yoga class. He's like, let's go to this class. And I'm like, listen, yoga is not a first date. That's a New Year's resolution. So I quickly declined said date. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know, how can I put this? Your body's a temple, mine's a shore house. It's a lot of carpet. A lot of carpet. Even the bathroom is carpet. I'll let you figure that out on your own time. Well, I'm gonna get out of here on this. So I found out, I was reading NPR earlier, and I found out that there's been an epidemic of people like sniffing Windex. Right? Isn't that weird? It's so crazy to me. It's like, everyone knows you go to the Formula 409. Amateurs. You have been so much fun. My name is Michael Kelly. Thank you so much. Get up for your host, Cassandra D. Good night.